Money in my pocket keeps a lot of folks alive. I'm a man of 21. You know, baby, we can have a lot of fun. I'm a man. Johnny the Cockeroo. I'm a man. I still am. Hey.
Gonna run to? I said, Rock. What's the matter with you, Rock? Don't you see I need you, Rock? Your love, or on that day.
Few seconds, just little opening remarks. We have an international community in this wonderful room, so we will be speaking English, Russian, and Armenian. If you don't understand any of the languages, please raise the hand, and we have the people next to you translating to you everything that's being said. Please feel free to ask for help. Everybody will be speaking all the languages by the end of tonight, so feel free. I wanted to give you a little bit of history. You've seen a lot of pictures around this wonderful place. Most of them are with you in it. 25 years ago in this particular building, exactly 25 years ago, I have celebrated my birthday thanks to my mother's surprise birthday party. Thank you, Mother, for that. Some of my friends who are present here today were at that party, so 25 years later they are sitting at the same table. Sarkis, Avo, please raise your hands. On the stage, we had a very famous Russian singer, Misha Shiputinsky. Magin and Nashan were running the place. Unfortunately, they couldn't join me today because of the different reasons. There's some of my friends and relatives who couldn't get visas or fly here. But we have gathered 350 people at this celebration. Thank you very much for coming. There is an age when you come in and you look back and you realize that the life is a path. And I am very proud, I'm very thankful that each one of you shared that little path with me over the past 50 years. Some of you more, some of you less, but at least each one of you shared your path, and I really thank you for that. I want to thank each and every one of you. I want to start with my father, because everything started with my father, who showed some affection to my mother, who I always thought that she's sane and she never had sex, but apparently they did, so I was born. I want to thank my father. I want to thank my father for everything that he taught me, for giving me the life, for giving me the knowledge, for making me read every single day instead of playing sports, for showing me the world, or at least within the vicinity of the Soviet Union. I also learned from my father the love of the theater. Thank you very much, my father, for that love. For the same thing, I can thank your friend who's sitting next to you, one of the best Armenian actors, Levon Sharafyan. Thank you, Levon Sharafyan, for giving me the love for the theater. I want to thank my father for telling me and showing me the idea of democracy. In the Soviet Union, it was very difficult to understand the idea of democracy, and I was disagreeing with my father 90% of the time, and I still love him unconditionally. So that was my definition of democracy. The same way is his current wife, Natasha, is dealing with democracy. Thank you, Natasha, for keeping up with my father for the past 20 years. I want to thank my mother, who actually agreed to all those affections by my father. And whatever you guys did, I hope you never did it, but whatever you guys did, thank you very much for giving me the birth. My mother showed me how to be devoted to her kids since she was 19 years old. And until today, she's showing me every single day that there is nothing and nobody more important than her family and her kids. Mom, thank you very much. I also want to thank my mother for giving me the gene of workaholism. And she still works for me. It's a very difficult situation when your mother works for you. You cannot fire her, you cannot get upset at her, you cannot punish her, and you always have to give her raises. Mom, thank you very much. I see Anna. Do I see Lucy? Did Lucy show up? Not yet. I want to thank Anna. Where is John? Sick. At least a couple of people that are missing from the table who actually gave us the best welcome ever possible to give to anybody who comes to the United States. These people were the ones who said, don't go back, stay in America. Anna, thank you very much, and you're in your debt for life. I want to thank my relatives on my mother's side, Chuchans. Thank you very much for coming today. Sorry, I miss your father. I hope he's watching us on the YouTube video. He sent the message to you. Thank you for Baldian family. Thank you for Petrosyan family for showing up. Thank you very much. The table next to them, who is sitting next to the cake, very geographically, strategically, is a very young table. I asked servers not to serve any alcohol, but apparently there's 2 bottles of vodka and this is already open, as I can see. My eldest son, Raphael, with his girlfriend, Elsie. Elsie, don't be shy. Come on, get up. Show them everybody your height. Thank you very much. My beautiful stepdaughter, Irina. And the most spoiled member of our family, Stefan, who somehow showed up without girlfriend today. Yeah, thank you. When your best friend's kids start working for you, you realize that the new generation is here to take over. My best friend's kids actually at the table too are actually my employees today. Please raise your hand. A lot of people flew across the Atlantic Ocean just to make me feel better. And I cannot express my excitement and my joy seeing these people at this place. My cousin, or like in Armenia we say, my brother Sahar, for the first time in the United States just to celebrate his brother's birthday. Interesting enough, I gathered a lot of graduates of the school number 20, or like we call it, Dzержinka. Please raise your hand, all the Dzержinka graduates. Yes. We had a conversation with our wives, with Armen Hagopjanian, about our graduates. So wives had to check you out and ask you all the secrets that we had. Please don't tell them anything. Pastor Majan, raise your hand. Don't tell anything anybody, please. Further down, my other relatives are not there, but I want to introduce you to one lady who was very special to me. 30 years ago, I was her assistant when she was anesthesiologist in Armenia. About 3 months ago, I was her surgeon, she was my assistant. Dr. Topcha, please raise your hand. Thank you very much. I'm sorry. These are the guys who were late. Come on over. Vas Andreas, who promised to be an Oscar nominee until 2025, and invite all of you to the Oscar party. Please go through. And right next to him is the very big composer of Armenia, Armen Hagopjanian. Please welcome him. Anybody who is late, I'm going to be introducing them one by one. Please come and do it. Please do not leave. All of you, do not leave. You're my patients. And somebody who is extremely very special at that side of the table, somebody who made my life enjoyed since 1976. My beautiful sister Inessa, please raise your hand. I'm going to get to each and every table later on tonight, but I want to ask you to welcome my co-host of the evening, the one, the only, very world famous Armen Hagopjanian. I have to tell you, when we were little kids, we were watching his performance in the theater, and we all members of the Hagopjanian team were hoping one day to race and go on the stage with him. About, I think, 20 years ago, we were hosting Shark TV in the United States. And for 6 months, I was on the same stage with Armen Hagopjanian. But then he said, Armen, you better be surgeon. So he pushed me away to the medicine and he stayed on the stage. Armen Hagopjanian. And since we are in the United States, I wanted to make sure that we all celebrate in different cultures. And I want to introduce to you the very famous Hollywood players, ladies and gentlemen. All the brothers. I have to tell you something about the brothers. I have a lot of colleagues who are brothers, and we always talk about what is podiatry. Everybody knows I'm a podiatrist. And how many podiatrists in the room? Raise your hands, please. For you guys who do not know what podiatry is, I want to tell you, according to the California Medical Board, podiatrists are the surgeons who can cut anything that's below the knee. So on Armenians, we are allowed to do circumcisions and breast reductions, ladies and gentlemen. Now, when I tell it to my colleagues who are brothers, they're saying, hey man, you haven't been a brother in the sauna. I said, no, I have. And I always tell them the story about Serena Williams. You know Serena Williams, right? So Serena Williams is a big lady, right? You love her. You love Serena Williams. She's a big lady for even a brother, right? Now, who is her husband? No, Mr. Ohanian, Armenian. Okay, so the expression, once you go black, you never go back unless you meet an Armenian. Ladies and gentlemen, Hollywood players.
Live just for the fame. Some people live for the power, yeah. Some people live just to play the game. Some people think that the physical things define what's within. Before that life's a bore so full of the superficial. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got it, you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, some just want everything. Promises forever young. Some people need 3 dozen roses, and that's the only way to prove you love it. Hand me the world on a silver platter, and what would it be? Oh, ooh, nothing in this whole wide world don't mean a thing if I ain't got you with me, baby. Thank you so much.
My Sherry more lovely as the summer day. Oh, my Sherry more distant as the Milky Way. My Sherry more pretty little one that I adore. You're the only one my heart beats for. How I wish that you were mine. Yeah, yeah. In a cafe, somewhere on a crowded street. Yeah. Oh, I've been near you, but you never noticed me. Maybe someday I'll see your face out in the crowd. Yeah, yeah. Oh, maybe someday I'll share your little kisses.